Who is this? Who is this?
Christ.
That's Christ?
He's not real, that's the real.
Who is this young man? Huh? No, this one. Who is this one? Esau? And this is this Christ. That's the true image of Christ. All right?
Never put my trust in a pig-eating pastor. Never kept the Sabbath, but he looking for the rapture. Studied for myself, had to read through the chapters. I left the Christian church and caught ghosts like.
In that flyer, Kim, you have a lot of different doctrines, denominations. Baptists, Methodists, Seventh-day Adventists, right?
Right.
All these doctrines, Jehovah's Witness, all these doctrines come from this.
Bring it out.
Right? This image. Who is this? Who is this?
Christ.
That's Christ?
He's not real, that's the real.
Who is this young man? Huh? No, this one. Who is this one? Esau? And this is this Christ. That's the true image of Christ. All right? So, this is the thing you got to understand, Sister Kim. Right? The Bible told everything that would happen to us in the future. One main thing is that we will discontinue from our heritage. Right? What's our heritage? The so-called Mexicans, because you're not a Mexican. What that sign say right here? Slide over. What this say right here? Issachar.
That's right.
Issachar, meaning he who's hired, if I'm butchering. God hired us. God hired you. Right? And he who hired as well in his captivity. Us being what? Every job in America, in Mexico, who's doing these jobs? These hard labor jobs? Who's on the roof putting shingles on? Yes, the so-called Mexicans. Who doing the payments on the ground? The so-called Mexicans. Who building a house from the ground up, top to bottom? The so-called Mexicans. Because God says what? You will be under servitude of your oppressor. All right? Read that.
Yeah. Sirach chapter 17, verse 11. Yeah. Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for inheritance.
He gave us the laws as an inheritance. Like these young men here, these your sons? He gave them the law of life. The law of life comes with law, statutes, and commandments. You married? No? Again, that's another law he gave us. You understand? We're going to show you, Sister Kim. I'm going to get down. But, no, let's get quiet for a minute. Somebody else can come up. Somebody else. Give me that, because I'm going to show y'all young men. You said Esau. You was on point, young man. Give me some down. Come on. Oh, you on point. This is Esau. This is the white, so-called white man. His biblical name Esau. He is the devil that the Bible speaks of. He is the one, Diablo. He the one that put our foreparents from the Native Americans to Issachar, the Mexican so-called, to the black man in slavery.
Right.
They killed our people. But right now, we're redeeming our people. Right now, we're waking each other up. We're waking our brothers and sisters up from the destruction mindset of what? That you're a Mexican, that I'm black, that I'm colored, right? That you're a spit. That's another, you're a wetback, right? We niggas. All these are derogatory words. Read.
Revelations chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants.
Let's say the revelations, Kim. The revelation, young man. So the revelations is to reveal. Reveal something.
Right.
Something that's been hidden Hidden. Give me one of Revelation right quick. The beast created the image of the beast.
Okay, I got you.
So the Bible has been hid. The image of our true Lord and Savior has been hid from us. They gave us this. Remember? They gave us this. Pope Alexander V of Rome gave us that image. All right, read.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image.
It say he had power. Who's in power today, Kim? They in the power.
Right.
Esau is in power.
That's right.
The so-called white man is in power.
Right.
They run this whole world.
That's right.
You understand? They dictate all the laws. They dictate whether their military going to fight over wherever.
Right.
In Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, wherever. They dictate that. They dictate whether they will let your brothers, our brothers and sisters across the border.
Right.
They dictate when they come across that border if they will take your shoot your children from you, Kim.
That's right.
That's what they dictate. The same thing happened back then with archer slave blocks right here. It's the same thing that happened is happening today. How can a nation take your children from you that you birthed, that belong to you, and put them in what's got them down detention camps, in ISIS?
Right.
How can they do that? Because they have power, Kim.
Right.
They dictate everything, but they have a recompense, as we were going into earlier. God is going to pay them back, young men. They have to be paid back for all the evil that they done to us today and our forefathers.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathanyel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Finish it up.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
That's the image of the beast.
Right.
That's not godly. That's the devil reincarnated on earth. The devil in the flesh. When you look at that white man, that's the devil in the flesh.
Right.
Look,
That's right.
The devil in the flesh created the Zika virus.
Right.
The devil in the flesh created COVID,
Right.
AIDS.
Right.
They create these diseases to destroy us. Read.
That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
That's what happened to our forefathers, Kim.
That's right.
They were killed because they said, who was that? Atahualpa, who was that?
Yeah.
Yes,
King.
the cacique, what's his name?
King Atahualpa. Yeah, King Atahualpa. He said that he was not going to serve, was it Montezuma? No, okay. King Atahualpa said he wasn't going to serve this nation. We ain't got the image. But basically, we hold a cross up to him, right? And they killed him. Because it's in one of the books we got too.
Destruction
He
of the
said,
image.
yeah, wherever, he said, if we are all supposed to go to heaven,
Yeah.
You gonna be there.
if you go be there, the white man,
I don't want to go.
I'm going to go to hell. You don't want to be there.
Right.
They understood that back then, but our people, because of Stockholm Syndrome, assimilation, because the Northern Kingdom tribes of Issachar had fringes on. When we go to the powwows, they have fringes on.
Right.
That's it. They forget what they mean, but they have them on today.
Right.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 14.
Bring it up.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So young men, and Kim, he said his head and his hair shall be white like wool. Who has woolly section hat?
That's right.
Woolly section hat.
That's right.
Woolly hat. Even before we start mixing. Do you know the Mexicans were called Afro-Mexicans?
Yep.
Why? Because they were darker than the light-skinned Mexicans. Same thing they do with us. When we start mixing with these other nations, our skin starts to get lighter. That's it.
Wake 'em
Don't
up.
mean that your nationality changes.
Smart.
Via the father.
Right.
All right? So it says woolly hat, right? Which one got woolly hat? You do, yes, but point to the picture that have woolly hat. Does this one have woolly hat? This one has woolly hat, right? That's right. They got woolly hair. All right. So Christ has woolly hair right there. This one, that's a no. Let's go.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
It says his eyes were as a flame of fire. So in many of these pictures, what color is Caesar Borgia eyes? What color is that? What color is that? Blue. it said Christ's eyes will be red. Right? So his eyes are blue. But we're dealing with the whites of the eyes. The whites of eyes, Christ's eyes were red because it was a prophecy. All right? Let's get the prophecy. Bring it out. 49. It was a prophecy that was said, Kim, about Christ's eyes, right? His eyes shall be red with wine.
Genesis chapter 49, verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine.
Because that was his first miracle, turning water to wine. All right, read.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 14. And his hair and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. And his eyes was a flame of fire. And his feet.
So, and his feet. So y'all young men got on shoes, and your mom too, Kim. But if you take off them shoes, would the color change from your feet to your body? Yes? No, it wouldn't. The tops of your feet will be the same color as the rest of your body.
Right.
So it's telling you, Christ was what? Read it again.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
What color is brass, young man? Brass.
Green.
Huh?
Green.
Nope. Brass. Think of a penny.
Brown.
Brown.
There you
Good,
go.
young man. You agree, Sister Kim? Yeah. Brown.
That's right.
So Christ would be a brown-skinned man. Brown-skinned man. Brass.
Right.
That ain't brown. That ain't brown. And this is the so-called white man Esau painting over the images of the true image of Christ. All right. This is Mary, an image, the first one, and they're whitewashed. All right. Let's go.
As if they burn in a furnace.
So if you put anything in a furnace, Kim, what color is it coming out? Huh? If I put something, what you say, Kim? Black.
That's right.
It's coming out black.
That's right.
It's coming out black.
That's right.
All right? I know we over here in the Western Hemisphere, we don't really see a lot of super dark people like that.
Right,
but
right.
they have them. When you go to Africa, they have dark brothers, dark sisters. That's dark. Chocolate black. All right? Blue black, as they say. So y'all see, the image of Christ is this one. This is how Christ looks. Okay?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.